shout if you like poetry. Yeah, fucking half-assed, man. It's bad. It's bad. The universe fucking hates poetry. Has anyone got any, those mobile phones with predictive text? If you type in the word poet, you get the word soft immediately. The universe hates it. But I'm a poet, and I'm going to talk about love like all poets do. And this first one is simply about the love of self. It's simply called the sacred art of self-abuse. Some of you get it now. For the others, it'll become incredibly clear incredibly quickly. I've got me dick in me hand. There's a tab in me mouth. There's porn on the telly. And I'm sat on the couch. Is this the real me? Or some seedy little aspect that didn't previously exist? I shall go and ask my analyst, because she understands the needs of a man, the reasons, the wherefores, where morals should stand. This all first started when I began school. They said I'd go blind. Fuck it, shades were so cool. Cheers. Thanks a lot. Keeping on the love theme, this next one is simply called Love Problem Number 13, The Blowjob. She sucked me in the morning until the end of night. She sucked me down an alleyway, well out of plain sight. Her tongue flickered around my bumhole and it wrapped around my eggs. And when it was all over, she stood on shaky legs. We should be together, she said. You'd never have to wank. She wiped my cum from her lips and introduced herself as Frank. That's a true story. Keeping on the gay theme, I don't know if you know, you're in the gay capital of the UK. We're in Manchester. We had a bit of a running argument with Brighton for a while. Sort of, we're gayer than you. No, we're gayer than you. And then we did Queer as Folk, so we fucking win. But yeah, this one I did at the Gay Pride Festival. And I wanted to do it there just to test it out, if you like, to see if it played well in front of a gay crowd before I could do it in front of anybody else. And it went down really well, and that's why I'm going to do it for you now. And this is simply called I Loved You Like a Brother Until I Found Out You Were a Cocksucker. Gay! He's gay! You must be mad. I've known him since we were lads. Never in all the world. He hung around with a load of girls. He pushes poo. Pushes poo. Look, I'll twat you, mate, if I fucking have to. It's queer as fuck. Queer as folk. You won't smile on with your fucking neck broke. Now wind it in, you're having a laugh. That lad's as queer as I'm giraffe. Here he comes now. Say it to his face. Did you hear that, mate? Now tell him. You're straight. What? What do you mean? You're not? Me mate's as straight as black lace. I never could tell from his face. Never could tell from the way that he talks. I couldn't even tell from the way he walks. He's always been a stand-up geezer. I mean, he put me to bed when I was in Ibiza. He shared me bed when we were kids. I wonder now what he was thinking behind closed lids. Then at school, we shared the showers. At times, he's seen my cock adds up to hours, days, and he's gay. I'm sorry, mate. We've got to part. I'm not having your eyes on me arse. I fear deep down you fancy me, the amount of time you've spent in me company. What do you mean, of course not? What's wrong with me? Cheers, guys. I'm going to talk about art now, because poetry is an art, and art is the reflection of society. And about, 14, 15 years ago, there was a massive Brit art explosion. And I went down to the Tate Gallery, and through the magic of storytale, I'm going to take you back in time with me now and show you exactly what I saw. Over here was Tracy Emin's unmade bed. Essentially, an unmade bed. Couple of pairs of dirty knickers, couple of used tampons, and a piece of paper there that explained to me how that reflected the Britain of the day. Over here, Damien Hirst sheep. Essentially, a sheep, sliced in 1 inch thick sections. So it's just like sheep gap, sheep gap, sheep gap, sheep gap. And a big piece of paper there that explained to me how that reflected the Britain of the day. And over here was Chris Philly's massive canvases. And Chris was an artist who back then used to paint through the medium of elephant shit. So just elephant shit there, and a big piece of paper there that explained to me how that reflected the Britain of the day. I don't know if anyone here is old enough to remember Art for Art's Sake, Money for God's Sakes by 10cc. This next poem is called Art for Fuck's Sake. I just don't understand how an unmade bed, a sliced sheep, shark or cow, or pieces of elephant shit can be held up to be art right now. It might be because I'm thick, but I honestly think it's shit. When did the explanation become more important than the art? Why is there an explanation in the first place? Because it's shit! This was supposed to rhyme, but if they can't take the time to paint a piece that's fine, that pricks my mind with wonder, then I'll follow them instead. And like the unmade bed, I'm not going to put the effort in. Do you know how hard it is to find a rhyme that rhymes with Tracy fucking Emin? Hey, you guys. I was going to do a piece about the BNP. If anyone's not from Britain, by the way, the BNP are our cunts. And I was up in Edinburgh, actually, and a lady heckled me, which was terrible. Like, I'd said that, the BNP are cunts. And she was 73 years old, and she put her hand up. It's a different generation, man. They were older, they were more polite. She put her hand up to heckle me. I was like, I've got a racist granny in the audience. Oh, my fucking God. This is not going to be good, you know? Because once you get a heckler, what you're supposed to do is rip them a new arsehole. Like, that's essentially what you do. And, racist granny, I said, yes, my love, what is it? She said, I object to describing the BNP as cunts. Why? They have neither the taste nor the depth to qualify. And I fell in love with a 73-year-old woman. Thank you very much indeed for your time here. That's me, I'm done.
Good start, yes. Something. Oh. Good.